Hi there, it's Kalina, Kensuke woman. How are you? It's Monday today. We had a nice weekend. It was beautiful out. I spent time with my family. Two of my sisters and my brother. We went to see Jesus Christ Superstar over in Cambridge. It was nice. I watched it and actually saw it when I was younger. And yeah, it was good to see the version that they've got now in Cambridge. And yeah, we enjoyed it and had a nice dinner, and it brought back a lot of memories, of family and everything. But, the way we were raised and the way we live today, many years ago, the religion controlled a lot of us, right? A lot of us women, especially, and young girls, were controlled. And it's by the control of men in the Bible, the religion. And it's, a lot of people now, if they looked at us and saw us, we were very different than we were back then. But, people, they judge so hard, and they'd say, oh, a little birdie told me. Little birdie told me, Kalina did this, Kalina did that. Did you hear? She's so bad. She did these things. And, a lot of times think, yeah, I was the purple sheep of the family. I was the one that rebelled. I was the one that chose to do things that my parents, especially with my mom, she'd say, go here, and I'd be over there. Right? And she'd be like, why can't you be happy with the way things are supposed to be? And, but with the religion, a very controlled environment, and the rules and the laws of religion. And it was sad. It controlled. It put me in a little box that I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing until I broke through. And that caused a lot of problems, and that caused, with all my naivety and everything, I went from one extreme to another, and it just caused more problems for myself. But eventually I broke through enough that I became stronger and more confident, and the universe helped me, right? And so it's like, where do we get the courage? Where do we find our voice? Where do we find the strength to get through and push through? But it's something that I knew from a very young age. I was about 6 years old, and I was questioning, what is my purpose? Why am I here? At a very, very young age, I knew in my heart that there was more. I knew that I could be more. I knew that I needed to break through and change the norm. I knew. I don't know where you are at your time. Like, everybody has different times to go through their cycle. It's like a kaleidoscope, and we're turning that kaleidoscope, and we don't know where it's going in the pattern. And some of us turn it left, some of us turn right, and some of us are going this way and going up. But we're all ending up, I believe, at the same point. It's just we're taking different paths, right? But it's just, some of you are going to say, oh, I knew Kalina this time. I knew Kalina another time. And they're different versions. You might say, oh, that's not the Kalina I knew, right? But we've all got our stories. We've all got a past. We've all got things that we've gone through, and the deepest, darkest, deepest pit that we've been in. Those are the ones that brought us up and made us stronger, made us rise, and helped us. Because if we wouldn't have been down that deep, dark, deep pit when I was that age, I might now. A lot of us have seen this cycle. Some people, when they're younger, they have everything. They've got everything. They've got the beauty. They've got the money. They've got everything. And they've got the right relationships, it seems, and everything. And then when they get older, it's broken, and they're sad, and they're lonely. And it's funny how it turns around. It's like a topsy-turvy, right? You've gone through all the sadness and breaking up and the weakness and all those things. And now I'm stronger. I've become the woman I am today because I've gone through that. Oh, beautiful little bird. A lot of people I've heard say that when they see the cardinal, they think of someone that's passed. And my father has passed. I've got another little one like this. So they sit there above my kitchen sill in the window. And they remind me of my loved ones that have passed. And whatever it is you're doing today, take care of you, love you. That purple sheep inside of you, that one that's trying to push through and break through, the one that's telling you and whispering and screaming inside. And listen to her. You know, you're strong enough to get through. I'm Kalina, Kensuke woman, but I am also a grandmother, and I'm part of the Global Grandmothers Council Network. And there are 55,000 grandmothers in 50 countries. And there are so many stories. And if you've got a story that you want to share with me, I am the editor of the Global Council Grandmothers magazine. And I would love to share your story. I would love to share your journey. You know, there's so much that we've all gone through. You know, the death and separation and the past that all of us have gone through. You know, and there's the good and the bad, right, that we've gone through. And I just encourage you to share that story. To share your voice. Speak up, you know, whatever part of that journey is, whatever part of that kaleidoscope where you're turning and twisting, and it doesn't matter where you are. You are so loved. You're appreciated wherever you are. You're strong enough to get through whatever you need to get through, you know, and your voice deserves to be heard, to be screamed out there into the universe. What do you need to hear today? Know that you are loved, that the universe has so much more for you. This is Kalina, Kensuke woman. I'll put the links in here, but I want you to share your story. I want your voice to be heard. I want you to be seen. I want you to know how important you are. You know, the next generation is depending on us as grandmothers to know that we've gone through whatever we need to get through to be here. You know, at times we hear so many have given up, you know, and they've gone through, you know, and they've given up, and a lot of them have done things that they regret, and they don't know how to get through. You know, I've had a nephew that committed suicide when he was 16, and I know I've heard other grandmothers that have had other loved ones that have committed suicide. And it's sad. It's very sad. Family members that have taken their lives. It's, you know, and there's lots going on with everything that's going on in the world right now. And so emotionally, mentally, spiritually, many of us have been broken over and over, not just once, over and over. And it's like these Kensuke lines that have gone through these wrinkles. We're stronger. And that energy, that love that's broken through us to make us shine brighter. Because we're Kensuke women. And we're grandmothers that are strong. We're strong and we've got something to say. What needs to be said? What do you need to speak? What words do you need to hear today? What does your story represent? Who needs to hear it? If you were going to write down the words today, if you were going to start a story or a new chapter, what words would you write down? What words would you want to shout out? We begin again. We start over. It doesn't matter where we've been or what we've gone through. We're strong enough for tomorrow and whatever is going to be there. Yes, there's going to be a lot of days that we're going to feel broken, so broken. We don't know how to get up. We don't know if we'll ever get up. But we've got to know that inside we are strong enough. You are strong enough. There's a reason why you are here. And why you've gone through all those things. Take care of you, love you, trust you. You are so strong. You are beautiful. There's a reason why you are here. Your story needs to be told. We are becoming. I'm still becoming. I'm going to be 67 this year. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. I don't feel any different than I did when I was 45, except for my knee when I want to go up these steps, right? In my memory, I know sometimes I forget things, but it's just part of age, right? And we're all getting older. But I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good for myself. And I think we're all doing pretty well. But I hope that you hear something today that you need. Take care of you. Love you. Trust you. Kalina Kensuke woman. Have a wonderful night. Good sleep. Take care of you.